Let's test it then, shall we? Yesterday things went very well. First episode with the kit. Is it genuinely a good luck omen or was it a one-off? We'll find out today. We were unbeaten in yesterday's episode with 3 wins in the league and a draw against Oxford. So undefeated, and we haven't lost for 6 games, or 7 games I guess technically, because the game was against Burton. So 3 wins, 5 wins and a draw in our last 6 games. Looking good, but up first, away from home, Doncaster Rovers, who are second in the table. So very difficult fixture. Then we've Gillingham in the Cup, the FA Cup at the weekend, followed by Fleetwood in, what round is it? The second round, I think, of the EFL Trophy. Indeed it is. But this is very much a winnable competition, and you guys would like to see me treat it as such. And we will genuinely try and win it this year then. Be the first time I've actually put any sort of effort into the EFL Trophy, but we might as well try. Then Aki Stanley are currently 10th. So I will be playing Donny, Gillingham and Fleetwood, and then simming the game against Accrington Stanley with the plan tomorrow to play Crewe, Plymouth, and we'll probably... we simmed against Plymouth earlier in the season, we lost. So Crewe, Plymouth and Swindon, and sim maybe Rochdale. We'll wait and see what the league table looks like by the time we get there, and then we can make the decision at the time. But you guys are on board with the idea of signing a Delicant, so I am going to look to do that in January, and that will probably use up all of my budget. We can't at this moment approach to buy, but hopefully once we reach January, we should be able to approach to buy him in the window. If that doesn't become an option, then we'll have to wait till next season. But in which case, I would probably not prioritise him and put Wilkes back in the starting lineup so that Adelakun doesn't grow too much and have his value inflate. But we'll wait and see what happens. We should be finding out about a couple of players' position changes over the course of today's episode as well, and we look to see if we're going to get any more good youngsters through the youth setup. So we're looking good. We're only a point off third, and if we can beat Doncaster, we'll be a big chunk closer to the top 2 automatic promotion spots as well. Please do continue to drop the video a like if you enjoy, and make sure you're continuing to leave your feedback in the comment section down below. You can tell, yes, I have been painting today in the new house. But we take on Donny to start away from home. And, well, I can't take my eyes off any fixture other than this, because this is quite a big one. They're not looking like they're at full strength, though, stamina-wise. So we should be able, hopefully, to take advantage of that. Because you can see their lineup there, I won't do the whole pre-game thing. I'm going to jump straight into the action. Hopefully, straight to a highlight that sees Hull City score a goal. Nicely squeezed down the line to James. I'm not going to catch him. He's got plenty of room to cross this. He's going to go solo, it seems. Still determined to do so. And might well regret that decision, because we've taken it off him now. Pinto. Aye, run too far. Right forwards to James Coppinger. Oh, it's a lovely through ball to the striker, whose shot is saved well by George Long. Batty quickly to Joshua Emmanuel. Again, he's actually making good moves, and then we'll lay that into a delicate. Turn back central. Pinto to Batty. I will go central again. McGuinness. Pinto, get there first. He has done, and buries it. We lead by a goal to 0 in the 23rd minute. Well worked move that sees us take the lead. Pinto with another goal from that cam roll. Good interlinking play from everybody involved. Batty, McGuinness, Pinto, Adelakun. Good turn. Needed that first touch. Keeper nearly kept it out, actually. Got a good hand to it. Needed that first turn to get away from Brad Halliday, the right back. It wasn't as far in the corner as I wanted the finish to go, but thankfully it had the shot power on it to beat the keeper. Otherwise, he probably would have kept it out. Pinto in the 23rd minute. Hull 1, Doncaster 0. Gomez lifts that into the striker, who can't find his teammate again. Honeyman just having to hold off the advances of the midfielders here. And that press has worked for Donny to win the ball back again. They've had 2/3 of the possession, but they haven't yet found a way past the keeper. The one shot saved by Long. Pinto. Feed that to McGuinness, but it's an awful pass. And now we might be in trouble. Lovely ball into Cobbinger first time. Into Sims. He's got some support with him, but he's going to have to use it. Bradley Halliday. Cross could come in here. He's going to turn back. Good footwork. Sims, he's got movement there from Whiteman. He'll find... Oh, Okenabiri. who thumps it home at the near post. It's a good finish, but much as we've relied on George Long at times throughout the course of this season so far, I think he should do better there. It is very cleanly and well struck. Perhaps it's a bit harsh to say the keeper should do better there. My in-game manager's obviously disappointed, but how many goals has he scored so far this season? Okunabiri, 8 so far for the side that are in second and chasing automatic promotion to the Championship. We're going to have to score another one here if we're to get ourselves victory. A point would be good. I said I'd take a point against Oxford, and we got one. I would probably take a point against Donny, but after the way we've started, I would like 3. Oxford were particularly difficult to play against, as were Ipswich. It's not the best of passes from Batty trying to feed through Delican on the right-hand side. Not to worry. We'll take the 1-0 scoreline in at half-time and look to rebuild for the second 45. Again, Pinto. Donny fans in good voice at the beginning of this second half. Try our best to silence them if we can. That's a terrible pass. Oh, I tried to squeeze it through that gap. It was never going to work, was it? Here's Okunabiri. He's got the option wide right of Brad Halliday, but he's quickly back on his heels as we win it back. But good positioning from him. But can he deal with the run of Keane Lewis Potter? He certainly can't. Can we find a teammate in the middle? I see someone on the edge there. It's Honeyman, who wound up for the spectacular volley and didn't get the chance to try and execute it. Pinto, come on, let's build. Let's get ourselves that second goal. Nicely done. Space for Lewis Potter again. I can't get it to Honeyman, so we'll go centrally to Pinto. Could get it to McGuinness, though. It's been a game without a McGuinness goal so far, and it's still a game without a McGuinness goal. Oh, you've got to get that on target. You've got to get that on target. A player of his ability that's been scoring as freely as he has this season, they're expecting to put that in the bottom corner. That's not the best of balls, you know, and Wilkes could win that, has done. Doherty with a lovely ball around the corner to Delican, and McGuinness just missed a good opportunity, but we'll play him in again. We know his left foot's not that good, but can he get an assist? George Honeyman! Oh, what a stop! I was certain that was going to be a goal. How on earth has the keeper kept that out? He hit that really hard, George Honeyman, and I expected that to almost break the back of the net. In the end, it almost breaks the keeper's hand. Oh, trying to play a little cheeky reverse pass that hasn't worked there. Only 9 minutes to go. Was a draw against top of the table Oxford. It looks like it might well be a draw here against Automatic Spot. Doncaster Rovers as well. Trying to force him backwards. Let's not concede a goal now. Don't let that be a foul. Oh, could have been on for a counter-attack. You're not going to book him for that as well, ref, are you? Come on, have a word. We're just desperate to try and go on the counter-attack. Sims to deliver the ball into the middle. With moments to go, away please. Not probably by a Delican. Louis Coyle loses out to Richards. The substitute has just come on. That's a lovely through ball. And well marshalled by Device, but given away by...
Can he finish? This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, it looks like the game is
balls.
over. No, there's another chance, and there it is, back of the net. It looks like
balls.
the winner.
Proper fucking shit balls. Misplaced the pass. That's me pointing fingers at other players at the other end of the field. I got nobody but myself to point the finger at there for misplacing that pass. Device can't find his teammate and on his own in the middle. It's a simple finish. A very simple finish for Tulloch. And we will lose this game with practically the last kick-off. The ball hadn't even made it from the man that took the kick-off to the man that received the kick-off before the whistle went. Oh, I don't do that very often anymore. I've certainly improved the way that I play my game, but so desperate was I to try and get it up the other end. I tried to keep the ball in play rather than shepherd it out and just take the goal kick. Keep it in play, move it quickly going forward, and it hasn't worked. And in the end, it's cost me more than anything. Hello, Reece Main. Welcome to the club. Looks pretty decent. Oh, 1.7 million Jack Barr. That's the high. I think that might well be the highest. Hey, Scotland is a gold mine of youth and young talent. Jeez. Where have they come from? Out of nowhere. 2 worldies for the youth setup. Blimey. Some were calling Ewing to be moved to right back because of his decent crossing stat. We could do, but I don't think he has the pace to play at wing back. So I'm going to continue to train him as a centre mid. Right, Main. 56 rated, but potential to get up to 94. Reece Main, he was at a 500k or so. To be fair, centre mid probably makes sense for him. Centre mid with the short passing's decent, free kick accuracy's decent. Okay. We'll put a development plan on him and see what we can do. Let's train his passing and his dribbling more so than anything else, I think. Because his pace is probably good enough. Central midfield actually is probably going to be the one short pass, vision, and then his dribbling stats and physicals. Okay, central midfield, 3 weeks that'll take to improve him. Mr. Grant, 59 rated. Duncan Grant, a cam. No, actually, I already had him, didn't I? Who was it that came in? It was Barr that was the intriguing one. And Gunn, 62 rated at 16 years of age. 60 to 84 potential. Dave Gunn. 77 curve, 72 short pass, 77 free kick accuracy, 73 agility. We have a good young central attacking midfielder on our hands there. We might have just lucked out with 2 very, very good players. Dynamo or attacking midfielder, I think, to do his pace, his passing, concentrate on what he's good on at the minute, and then we can maybe do his dribbling after that. And then young Barr, a winger. It's not that quick at the minute. Good crossing though, and curve and short passing. We will continue to train him as a winger rather than move him central as we have done with a number of others. And we'll try and improve, there you go, his pace as best we can. And his crossing and his passing. His dribbling too. We look like it's going to up his defensive work rate, the supportive midfielder. Right, okay, young Jack Barr could be very good. He may even have the opportunity to come into the first team squad sooner rather than later. I can't call him up yet because he's only 15 years of age. But, ooh, he's looking good. He's looking good. We have a number of players that look pretty damn decent now. And we might be... Well, Billy Chadwick is going to go out on loan to Accrington Stanley for the rest of the season once we get to January. And to be fair, players like Milinkovic now, I could probably sell on because with the youngsters to come in and replace them. Smallwood will leave us too, hopefully. I know he's an important player for Hull in real life, but he's not going to be so for me here. And evidently we've got some high-quality central midfielders coming through now as well. Okay, centre mid we are certainly set for the foreseeable future. Let's go and play Gillingham in the FA Cup. See if we can't set ourselves up for a strong progression in that competition. Gillingham's starting lineup then for this FA Cup tie. Jordan Graham, presumably out wide. He's more of a winger, isn't he, than a striker. Dominic Samuel is a very decent, capable striker. Yeah, 4-3-3 with Coyle on the right and Jordan Graham on the left. McDonald, O'Keefe and Robertson in the middle. Walsh in goal, Mackenzie, Tucker at the back. It's a strong Gillingham side. We're at basically full strength. I was quite surprised, actually. All but 2 players had recovered all of their stamina for the upcoming game following the midweek one against Donny. So only Sean McLaughlin and Malik Wilkes into the starting lineup for Jordi Device. And who else came out? It was Pinto that wasn't fit to start at cam. So Delican starts at cam with Wilkes out on the right-hand side. Other than that, everybody is where you would expect them to be. Live from Court Lane, it's FA Cup action for the first time this season. Back central there to Robertson. The holding midfielder just on the edge of the box. Already committed a lot of bodies forward here, Gillingham. O'Keefe, great footwork. Dominic Samuel with a turn. Cross blocked by McLaughlin, but it falls free to O'Keefe. If we can get past Robertson, then, you know, they've only got the 2 centre-backs back there. Everybody else is pushed forward. And unless they get back sharpish, this could set up a decent counter-attack. Adelicant, they have gotten back sharpish, unfortunately. Although space has opened up here for Lewis Potter. Please tell me he's onside. He is, you know. And he's racing into the box. Oh, and off the base of the post, into the net. We'll go and celebrate in front of the travelling fans. I was kind of hoping for the keeper perhaps just to palm that into an arriving player to slot home into... Oh, hello! I can't believe he's done that. That apparently was his default celebration in that situation. Brilliant finish. I was hoping the keeper would just kind of push out into the danger area. We'd get an own goal. We'd get perhaps a corner or a rebound from McGuinness to try and tuck home, but drilled right off the base of the post. Superb finish from Keen Lewis Potter. Love that. 1-0 up early doors again. Don't throw it away this time, please. Back to Jackson. McLaughlin's well out of position here. Here's Samuel. Get a foot in. Done well enough. Oh, space for the man at the back post. What a stop. No! Josh Emmanuel, I don't know who's complaining. He's complaining to the fans, apparently, behind the goal about what happened. I couldn't get there quickly enough. Jordan Graham equalises for Gillingham. We barely even recovered our positions from scoring the goal at one end. Oh, to be fair, Emmanuel wasn't close enough to be able to get there anyway. It fell straight back to Jordan Graham. Had the first effort, buried the second. He couldn't really miss, could he? George Long makes so many great saves that we are very fortunate to have him. He's grown up to a 70 or 71 rated now, 70. So we are seeing some good growth throughout the squad this season, but certainly still more to be done. Poke that forward to Adelican again. Not used to playing with him in a central role, but movement is great from Honeyman. Couldn't score in the last game. Oh, can't score in this. George, come on. That's terrible. Got to hit the target. We're not firing on all cylinders today, are we? Going one way or the other. Oh, come on, boys. We're better than this. We know we're better than this. We've shown we're better than this. Trying to build some sort of narrative that this shirt is a lucky omen. It's not working so far in today's episode, is it? Maybe I should take it off. Maybe it's an unlucky omen today. It swung both ways. Oh, it's loose. Really loose. Are they going to be the ones screaming balls at the end? Oh, no. Not yet, anyway. Oh, dear me. Gifted an opportunity. The gap was ever narrowing with Josh McGuinness there. I think purely just because he didn't have the pace to get to it quickly enough to get a decent angle for a shot. Coyle trying to cause us problems going the other way, and might well do so. Oh, lovely little lofted ball by O'Keefe to Samuel, who's turned brilliantly, and again, and buries it. Gillingham lead. Hi-ya! Said that it was a decent strike. A nice ball into him. I didn't fully commit there with a slide, but I wish I had now to try and actually take the ball away from him rather than block anything. He's turned back again to get away from one defender before the other defender can get back to him, and rifled it in at the near post. Dominic Samuel with what could be the winning goal here for Gillingham. There's only half an hour to try and rescue it. And with the nature of the fixture list right now, we could really do without the replay, but we're not gonna win this competition, are we, this year? Or even probably any of the next couple of seasons. So I wouldn't be as disappointed at going out of this stage. It's not as important financially in FIFA as it would be in real life or on Football Manager for a club like Hull, the FA Cups, because finances are nowhere near realistic in this game. So I'm not overly disappointed if we go out at this stage, but it would still be frustrating not to have at least had some sort of cup run. Go on, Josh, make me a run. Make me a run. Ooh, so frustrating. Right, lay that into the path end of George Honeyman. He's always going to make me run because of that high work rate. Looking to feed in Wilkes down the right, cutting back onto his left, delivering the ball in. McGuinness with his head. Been so faithful and so reliable throughout the course of this season with that head, but on this occasion, just wide. Oh, ping. Properly good ping. Right into the path of Jackson, into Coyle. That could be the end of our FA Cup if they bury that. Manuel can't find a teammate with his clearing header. And they might yet find the back of the net again. Oh, no. George Long makes the save. Coyle trying to predict the cutback. I did, but he's still come away with it. Win that better this time, Emmanuel. Headed away. 6 minutes left for us to get ourselves a goal to take it to a replay. Dominic Samuel going off as they make a change up top. John Akinde coming on. He's a man mountain of a player. Here's Ryan Jackson into Coyle again. I made a couple of changes of my own earlier in the game, but they've not really had much to do since coming on. Here's Dempsey. Try not to overcommit. We've done well. Here's Regan Slater. He's come off the bench for me here. Lewis Potter on the counter-attack. Try and get it into Slater again, which we've done well to do. And Honeyman, now in that cam roll, is in behind here. And this could be the moment for that equaliser. Oh, George! Please learn to shoot. Oh, that's really poor. Oh, devastated. I really felt confident coming into this game that we could get a result. Oh, off the bar. Jesus, Jordan Graham. Whatever that was from the free kick. They are through, though, here, Gillingham, to the next round of the FA Cup. It's defeat for us, unfortunately, and we'll have to concentrate our efforts now on the league and that 6 shots but only 1 on target. There's your problem, Chesnoid. So we'll have to concentrate our efforts on the upcoming EFL trophy against Fleetwood then. Chadwick's loan looks like it's been agreed. Yes, he has agreed to leave. Regan Slater saying thank you for the game. I'll say your desire is a plus, but hopefully it's not long before Sheffield United recall him. And Adelican says, okay, you can be even better, mate. You're probably going to continue to start on the right-hand side, don't worry. Right, Fleetwood next in the EFL trophy. Oh, to have lost both games today so far is a real frustration, but I can't look any further than myself, can I? Right, Batty out, Doherty in. No, I will do that. And McLaughlin's been rock solid whenever needed, and he's got full stamina. I'll start Burke. No, I'll start McLaughlin because I want Burke to be fit and ready for the league game that's coming up. Yeah, that's how we'll go into this next one. Come on then, boys, please. Let's get ourselves through to the next round of this cup competition at the very least. Joel Coleman in goal for Fleetwood. Paddy Madden up top. He is still one of the league's top goal scorers, so we're still going to have to keep an eye on him. We beat Fleetwood, I think, when we played them. I think it was quite comfortable, wasn't it? Like 3-0 in the league, so we should be relatively confident here. You saw the changes that I made to the... I think I showed you the changes that I made to the side. I've walked away from the PC and come back since then. So Doherty, McLaughlin, Coyle. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I showed you those changes. I can't remember. My memory is genuinely that bad. I went off to talk to Nat about what we're doing for dinner. I come back and I'm like, oh, where was I? What was happening? I completely forgot. Never mind. Cracking on. Fleetwood versus Hull for the second time this season. This time in the Cup. And hopefully this time in the Cup, we'll actually get ourselves a win and go through. Coyle battling hard. And just taking his time. Oh, Jeeps, look at that press. Look at that press. They flew at me there. I'll have to bear that in mind when we lose, or when we steal possession off them. They are going to jump towards me, but we can actually work that in our favour. Doherty coming forward well here, sweeping that out wide beautifully, actually, to Lewis Potter, who can find the ball centrally to Honeyman, who's not had his shooting boots on the past couple of episodes. That one was on target, at least, and able to draw the save out of the keeper. Pinto with the corner. McGuinness with the header underneath it. No, Connolly does well. George, go on then, wind up. Oof. Again, well struck. Again on target. But no goal for George Honeyman again. Down the line for Fleetwood. Back to Andrew and Rossiter. Across to Morris again. Louis Coyle having his work cut out at right back so far in this game. To this point, standing firm and doing well. Get in there. Oh, as it turns out, expertly played pass to their centre-back. Here's Camps into Paddy Madden. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Burns, and George Long can't keep that out. Fleetwood take the lead in the 29th minute. Today's episode's not going quite so well as yesterday's, is it? I withdraw my statement about this shirt being a lucky omen. I was completely wrong. We just were in good form yesterday and are not in good form today. That's just the way of things. It was purely coincidental. I don't really know what's gone wrong today. Other than I keep conceding too many goals and I'm not scoring enough. It's pretty simple, really, I guess. Free kick pumped forward. Honeyman wins that header well. Can Pinto get to that? He can. And trying to squeeze it to Adelican, who will quickly give it in there to McGuinness. Pinto's gone again, but here's Adelican. I'm not going to cross that to Pinto. He's not tall enough to win any header. Squeeze it to McGuinness, though. Back there to Doherty. Honeyman. McGuinness. I tried to convince the defender that I was going to play that quickly into Pinto and then try and spin the other way, and it hasn't quite worked. Here's Morris looking to break down the line for Fleetwood here. Yet to have a real proper clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity in this game. He's done well to keep that in there. And me trying to keep the play alive. Actually giving it straight back to Fleetwood. Camps. Oh, no. Thought I'd done enough there to get the ball away from him. Looking for the ball forward. Right, counter-attack. Come on, please. Doherty to Pinto. Get to that first. Oh, come on. Show some form of grit and determination to get to the ball, please, young Leonardo. Need you to be a little bit more dedicated than that. to the cause. Lewis Potter played in. Surely now this has to be... And is! 1-1. Lewis Potter is proving to be quite the young player. I hadn't been getting as much from him as Adelican on the right-hand side, but today he's been the better of the two. And Wilkes has had some play as well on the right, but it's been Lewis Potter, Keen Lewis Potter, that's been the best player for us so far in today's episode, scoring the most amount of goals for us. But unfortunately, without everybody else chipping in, a one-man show isn't enough. It's still only 1-1, and we need that one-man show to either step up to become a headline act, or we need other people to come forward in support. Still just 1-1. Still, we aren't guaranteed of going through to the next round of this cup competition. Rossiter, nice tackle by Adelican. It's fallen free again, though, to Fleetwood. And I noticed that I'd drawn Coyle a long way out of position there. And thankfully, it hasn't cost us. Oh, dearie me, that was close. Trying to just loft it to avoid the pass being intercepted. And by doing so, nearly had a pass intercepted. Pinto to Adelican. Can he step up now? Doherty. Honeyman loves to get forward. Come on, McGuinness. It's about time you started doing something in today's episode. Surely Honeyman can get his goal now. It's about time he scored. And he's got it at last. It might well be the winning goal as well. 2-1 the scoreline in the first game. Defeat. 2-1 the scoreline in the second game. Defeat. 2-1 the scoreline in the third. Maybe just now we can get the victory. Good give and go. That's where the high attacking work rate comes in handy for Honeyman. And it was the easiest chance he's had so far today. Buried it well, though, and we do have an advantage now heading into the final game of the episode that we'll sim at the end of the week. Back in the league, where hopefully we can get ourselves back to winning ways there as well. A defeat in the league, a defeat in the cup. So hopefully now a win in the cup, provided we can keep them out for the remainder of the game. And then a win in the league as well after that. 2 for 2 perhaps by the end of the day. I certainly hope so. Burns. Nice little dummy. Finds it to Rossiter and Morris. Nice tackle by Doherty. Poor pass though. And the ball is coming back towards our goal again. Andrew played in. Solid header back to Jordan Rossiter. Running things in the midfield here for the former Liverpool man. Whelan squeezes that to Camps and Device gets caught in possession and it's going to cost us a goal. We just can't get anything to go right for us today. Oh, he yielded a vice at the heart of it. The first one in the first game against Doncaster was my fault. That one, I don't think there was anyone at fault. Just quite simply, the ball fell to him and he couldn't do anything with it before someone got close to him. Gets in there and it's just fallen straight back to him. He's done well to get the interception in the first place, but Paddy Madden is not going to pass up an opportunity like that. 2-2, and I don't know if... Jordan Ross has gone off now. I don't know if this goes to a replay or extra time if we draw here. I imagine extra time, but if we can get a winner to avoid finding out, then that would be great. Lewis Potter has McGuinness with him. Can't squeeze it to him, though. There's Doherty short in support. Right, make me runs, please, boys. Make me runs, make me runs, make me runs. Oh, McGuinness has got 2 slower feet as well. It's my... slower, older, less agile players that are costing me here. That pass is definitely overhit. If it goes to extra time, I'm going to make some changes because certainly we're going to need to make some if we're to get a win from this game. It may even go straight to pens. I hadn't even considered that. Is it? What is it? Extra time or penalties or a replay? It is to be straight to pens, the one that I hadn't even thought of. Oh, a late goal for Fleetwood keeps them in it. But we start off strong from the penalty spot. George Long is always a great goalkeeper for us in this save so far. Oh, but their man is just as good a match. Paddy Madden, I'm going to say he's going to go the same way he did before. Nope. He's finished in open play, the opposite side of the goal. Josh McGuinness buries it. Okay, 1 apiece after 2 each. Glenn Whelan, experience from the former Stoke man, but not experienced enough to score the goal. Advantage, Hull City again. I'm going to go top left-ish. It's Adelican. Oh, I thought the keeper had saved that. And he's furious, thumping the ground in frustration. Just not got the reactions to get there. And then Burns hits the bar for Fleetwood. If we score now, we're through. Doherty, who's barely had a look in first team football-wise this season. Oh, the keeper reads it straight down the middle. George Long up against Duffy. If they score, they're still in. If they miss, they're out. They've missed, they're out. We're through into the next round of the EFL Trophy. We had to do it the hard way via the penalty shootout, but we will progress. George Long is off on a run, apparently, just sprinting to his heart's content. I mean, the crossbar did more than he did in that penalty shootout. Duffy missing the spot kick over the top of the bar it goes. We will progress in the EFL Trophy, even if we're terrible penalty shootout. Who progresses by 2-1 in the penalty shootout? But 2-1 apparently is the scoreline of the day today, whether it be from 90 minutes or from the penalty spot. So frustrated to lose late on against Doncaster, but that was my fault. Frustrated to lose late. Not even late on, actually, was it? Just frustrated to lose to Gillingham in the Cup. But at least it wasn't in the league. It's only one defeat in the league today. Out of the FA Cup, though. We've bigger games to come, James. I'm sorry, mate. You're not going to be playing in this next one. Everybody is fully fit, so everybody will play. And it's to sim against Accrington Stanley, then. We could go up to 5th if we win above Fleetwood, who have just played in the Cup. If they draw and we win, they've got Rochdale. We've got Rochdale coming up in the next episode, but 10th place Accrington Stanley are only 4 points behind us, so it could go either way here. We do have great goal difference though, and they really genuinely don't. Well, we'll do the interactive match sim rather than quick sim it, as of course there's only the one simulate game today. So you guys have requested that at least one of the sim games, if there are multiples, is the interactive match sim, and when there's one game, then let's interactive match sim it. Hopefully it works for us. Betting on this game ending 2-1. You get pretty good odds, I think. That's good football to start. Pinto's got support from Elder. And there's the man on the edge of the box. And can we take an early 1-0 lead? No. That's a good through ball. Is he onside here? It seems so. 1-0 Accrington Stanley. Charles breaks the offside trap and gives Accrington Stanley the 1-0 lead. Early doors, going 1-0 up. That didn't work well for us in the first 2 games. It didn't work well on any occasion for either side today. And McGuinness can't get the shot away before the defender comes across to him. I certainly hope we can turn it around the way the opposition have turned it around against us today. And there's Elder and Honeyman again. Options in the middle, one of which is to almost get tackled. That's brilliantly worked, and a good save by the keeper. Baxter keeps it out. Really well worked. Lofted in. And again, go off the woodwork now. Jordi Device trying to make up for his mistake in the previous couple of games. His mistakes from him that cost us goals in 2 of today's 3 played games. Oh. So desperately unlucky. He has come close to scoring goals earlier this season and hit the woodwork as well with a header from a corner. On this occasion, from open play, thumping it against the bar. Averaging a goal a game. I could do with more than that. Is that a free kick? All right, on the edge of the box. I'm going to jump in to try and defend this 20 yards out. Charles has already got 1 for Accrington so far. In the 65th minute, he's going to line up to try and get them a second. Uwake maybe? No, dummies it. It is Charles. Oh, but it's wide. It's wide from the Accrington man. Right. Changes to be made. Wilkes is going to come on for Lewis. No, not for Lewis. I can't take Lewis Potter off. He's been too good. Delican hasn't been amazing so far today. Right, let's jump back to the sim then. See what we can do in the remaining 25 minutes. If there's to be another goal, though, Accrington look more likely of scoring it. They're encamped on the edge of our box, just as we were on the edge of theirs in the first half. Oh. And there is the second from outside the box from Butcher. Aki Stanley are going to close themselves to within a point of us, and whether I'm in control or not, we're not getting any points in the Premier League. Well, in League One today. Defeat in the first game against Doncaster. Defeat in the second game incoming here against Accrington Stanley. Are we to score 1 though? Yes. What did I say about odds on this game being 2-1? George Honeyman gets 1. And there is the chance of getting ourselves a draw here. But not a victory, you would say. Almost certainly. With 100% certainty, I would imagine. We're not going to get the win here. We might even lose by 3-1. Good save. He's not giving a pen. He's given a pen! Unbelievable. A penalty for Accrington Stanley to make it 3-1. We're jumping in. George Long has done us proud so far from pens this season. Oh, but Bishop sends in the wrong way. It's a late winner for Accrington Stanley. We don't want to watch those celebrations. Thank you very much. It wasn't 2-1. It was just 3-1 instead. Defeat again in the league for us today. And our promotion bid takes a big hit. A big hit today. 2 defeats in our 2 league games. 1 in the FA Cup. We're through in the EFL trophy, but that's all we can thank the Lucky Stars for today. And we didn't even win that game. We had to go to penalties. An off day, certainly. But as the adage says, a game of 2 halves. We hope that it's a month of 2 halves. We went from winning 5 of our last 6 to now having lost 3 of my last 4. What? Crewe, Plymouth, Swindon and Rochdale to come. We've got Charlton in the next round of the EFL trophy. Oh my lord. Today couldn't have been much more of a polar opposite from yesterday, could it? The board, I still haven't signed someone from a different nationality. We'll try and do that in January. But for now, that's going to wear... That's going. Oh, actually... Oh, it's just Honeyman's playmaker development. Okay, he's up to 70 rated now. And that's certainly going to be all the growth we get out of him this season, isn't it? Judging by that. How long have we got left, actually, on the youngster to change his position? It was 4 weeks, I think, so probably a little bit longer. I can't even remember which one it was. It was Barnett, wasn't it? We were changing him to a striker. There we go. How much longer on that development plan? Just 1 more week. Just 1 more week. Okay, good. Oh, man, these youngsters have me very excited about their future in the game. Very much so. Right. Tomorrow we must be better. Otherwise, our promotion bid is going to take a double hit, and I'm not sure we can afford to take that double hit. Are we still in the playoffs? I don't think we are. If we dropped out, we have dropped out of the playoffs. We're down to 7th. 3 points off 5th, though. 4 points off 4th. 5 points off 3rd. And a full 7 points off Oxford, as Donny now are 11 points clear at the top of the table after having beaten us. Never mind. We're halfway through the season. We hope for a month of 2 halves. Let's hope for a season of 2 halves. Not that the first half has been terrible, but let's be better in the second half of the season and get that promotion up to the Championship at the first attempt. Join me tomorrow, where hopefully we'll take a large stride towards that happening. I'll see you then.